what you get being part of a good culture and being a good human being.
That was a
Right?
nice
So good,
segue.
good morning. Good morning,
Very
everybody.
graceful.
You can just tell. I always love it that Allie's always like, I get like this Kodak strip of people. If you just look at her, she just radiates good energy. So I hope everyone's doing well. Today we are evolving as we always continue to try to add more value to everyone here. And so today we're going to be doing Zoom rooms. Raise your hand. Has anyone ever been in a Zoom room before?
It's like
Okay,
a
so
breakout room. Yeah. You guys have
for
done
the
that.
anonymous people that have their screens off, when you're in a small room with people, it might look a little weird. So just know on Tuesdays, put your best Zoom face on and attire, because we will be doing Zoom rooms going forward. So one of the things that everyone asked for is like, okay, like we're having these sessions, but I want to practice saying it, right? And like we're keep going back to this marathon mindset. If we're going to do this business for the next 20 years, these are the skills we have to have. I go back to someone like Melissa Rubin all the time. She has worked very hard on her skills, and she has clients that I would say 99% of people would be like, I'm running for the hills. But she's been able to turn these people into very profitable people because she's always, as she says, working on my languaging, right? So people seem to think I have all these smart words to share, and we want to make sure that these become habitual in your own words, right? So we're going to break on Tuesdays into Zoom rooms where you can get into groups, you can practice what we're talking about, and we're going to do a different objection. So today, the objection is, I don't have anywhere to go if I sell my house. That's the objection, right? And when you, go ahead, Rachel, you want to say something?
I was just going to say, let's give everybody like a big, umbrella like overview of this before we split you up, so that when we split you up, you know what you're talking about. You can share, share stories, but also figure out a strategy for what you respond when somebody says that.
By the way, I totally went over this weekend. I was at a gathering and we talked about that.
So everybody's going to want to be in Marina's room then, because she's got it. She's got the whole thing figured out. It's like when the teacher puts you in groups and you're like, oh, I got this great kid with me who does all the homework. So we're good.
All right. So you want to kind of give them, this is definitely your wheelhouse. So you want to give them all what they need to know.
What do they need to know about what they should be saying? Let's give them
So what we want to do is this. We want everyone, we understand that like collaboration and everyone's experiences is one of the most valuable things we have here, right? I don't think I'm smarter than everybody combined, right? I think people know more than people. Thanks, Josh. I'm kidding. The nice part about being in a group is look, there are people from so many different markets. You're going to get a lot of different perspectives, right? We're all limited to what we know in our own world. And when somebody says something, hey, I said this one thing, it could spark an entire different conversation, right? So today, in this concept of I don't have anywhere to go, I'm going to set some kind of framework that I want you guys to think through, right? And then go into the Zoom rooms. We'll break into rooms, and we'll all kind of come back here and share. Each group will elect one person to share what their findings are. And then at the end of it, I'll share what my thoughts are. And Rachel and I will kind of pop in, and David will pop in kind of room by room. Keep in mind, this is our first time doing this, so I'm sure there's going to be some form of a glitch. And look, this is something we're going to continue doing. And if you like the people in your room, ask them out on a date. But this is not a Tinder date that we're part of. This is a Tinder date that you guys are going to do on your own. So if you ask Rachel, there's Fran, of where is the group, she will not know the answer this time, because this is something that we want you guys to do with yourselves. So when you go around, ask everyone this simple question. When somebody says, I have nowhere to go, what do you tell them? And this should be a 1 or 2 line answer or a concept you share, right? So that we make sure every person in the group has an opportunity to speak. And this is a very good chance for you to practice being clear, concise, and direct. Right? A lot of times someone asks us a question, we give a long-winded answer that could be answered in 3 or 4 sentences, right? If you've ever talked to Rory in your life, you could write him an email like this, he's going to write you back a sentence, right? Because generally that's all that it requires, right? So there are 2 things you could practice: being clear, concise, and direct. Number 2 is what you share with someone when they say, I have nowhere to go when they move. And the clue I'll give you guys is this. In some cases it's okay, and other it's a condition, right? Something you can't change. And in other cases it's an objection, right? So if I was 60 years old, I said I had nowhere to go, but this is the only opportunity in my life as I'm pretty much retired to get an extra $300,000 out of my house, I might want to make some concessions because that $300,000 is going to impact the rest of my living years in a way that I could never financially have those needs, right? So it's being a better listener. So, all right, Rachel, I'll let you.
Right, here we go. Fingers crossed, the magic works.
We have 51 people. How many people are in each room?
We're going to have 3 to 4 people in each room.
And for how long?
Thank you, David. We're going to go in for about 12 to 15 minutes. But I will be able to give you a warning of 2 minutes.
Let's do 12 minutes, and that'll give us some good time for everyone to share their feedback. Ooh, I got to hit join. I'm going to go into room 8. So
Rachel, are we hosts?
Yeah, so you shouldn't be going into a room. Hold on.
Right.
The magic is working.
Because if we're all hosts, we can hop in and out. If not,
Yeah, you're a host.
okay.
Everybody hitting join? For those of you guys who are left in here, did you not hit join? There we go.
Yeah, sometimes it's surprisingly slow to assign people. I don't know why.
This is my first time doing it on this end. I've been on the other receiving end of it. There we go.
You know, the emails that they signed on with have to be the same ones that you're doing. Otherwise, it won't select them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I believe that's true. So you better double check. One unassigned participant.
Let's see this.
Steph.
Colleen in room 7 has asked for help. Okay, let me. Julie, are you on here? Nope, there she is. Okay, join.
Oh, Tiffany came back.
Well, I was in a room by myself for a while. Nobody was in there.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Nobody was there.
All right, hold on a minute. We're trying to work it out. Thanks for your patience.
No problem.
Yeah, a couple people didn't get assigned for some reason too.
Okay, I'm getting a new invite.
Okay, go ahead and try that one. Thanks.
I love this. I feel like I'm like transporting into all these different places.
Still having trouble with about 5 or 6 people, and a couple have come
I
in
don't
and
think
out.
they're here. I don't think you guys who are on mute here, I don't think they're here. Because I went into these rooms and
So they were assigned okay, it's just they didn't click in?
mhm.
That could be, I see.
Okay, let's try.
All right, we got a message in the chat box there. See that? Did you see the message in the chat box there, Rachel?
Yeah. It just says yes.
Below that, Mata Sharif says, "I'm here, but nothing happened when I clicked in."
Oh, huh. Let me move her. I just went into her breakout room. I didn't show that she was there.
All right, Mata Sharif's going to go in again. Give it a try.
She's not joined. Okay, I'm gonna move her to room 10. See if that helps. Okay, so what are you thinking? 2 minutes? Should I say you have 1 minute left?
Yeah, it's about right.
Oh, David, did you see? I sent you this morning. I sent you the spreadsheet of the
Calendar,
calendar.
right? Yep. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yep, I did get it.
Sorry,
Thanks.
I had to. Somebody canceled Agent Talk or moved their Agent Talk around yesterday, so I had a little bit of a fire drill, but all good. Okay, so let me send a message, broadcast message to all, saying.
Now, some of them may push the button when they receive the message, which means they're going to come back a minute early.
Oh, should I wait?
No, you should send it, but some people don't read it and they just click on it and they're going to come back immediately when they do that. People like see the blue button and so they just click it as like, okay, but what it really means is they're getting out of the thing. So don't be
David,
surprised.
I've never known you to have such expertise in Zoom. I love this.
No, I've done a lot of them. So yeah, so don't be surprised if some people come back early.
Okay, let's see who jumped on the.
All right, I need to step out. I have another call coming up, so I'll see you later.
Okay, I'll see you later, David.
All right,
Thanks for
thanks.
hanging.
Good luck.
Bye. Welcome back. Who made a new friend? How was that? Good, thumbs up.
That was fun.
Good. I'm gonna give everybody another few seconds to join back in. Okay.
I have to tell you, I get really excited by shiny pennies in life. This might have been like the coolest thing ever.
I could have guessed. I could have guessed.
Who liked this whole Zoom room thing?
Chirag, that the networking group that I've been in, we've been doing this forever, and it's a large group with a lot of meetings, and it does tend to be much more popular than the huge, large thing.
Cool.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this every Tuesday from here on out. So Tuesdays we'll do like send me in advance if you have an objection, we'll get it on the calendar, and then everybody will go into a breakout room and kind of workshop the objection, and then we'll gather back and discuss your findings.
Okay, so we have 5 minutes. So every person that's nominated, you have to go really quickly and share Deanna, share our findings in one line, and then we'll go to the next person. 1 or 2 lines.
One or two lines I would say is be supportive for your client at the end of the day and ask them if they have a plan B if they don't want to put their house on the market, or if they're not going to, wait, did I say that right?
Ask them if they have a plan B if they can't find exactly what they want right now.
Yes. So it makes them maybe think different.
I like that.
And if they don't have a plan B, they're not a real client. Everyone wants to sell their home. Guys, remember that. If they have no plan B and they can't find the imaginary home that doesn't exist, they're not a real client. So stop wasting your time. Next.
So I have one.
Carla.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Carla, go.
Sorry, where am I? Hello? Hello?
Go ahead. Are you your group leader?
No, but I'll speak. So we basically said, put it on, help them to realize how much money they could get for the property by putting it on private exclusive, or also pointing out that to seize the momentum of the market and maybe help them come up with a plan B, like a sublet, or, you know, just some alternative until the market cools off and they're able to find a better apartment or place.
Got it.
nice.
You see plan Bs, alternative options, and it's financial, right? Colleen, you're next. One line. Let's go.
I say, when they say that to me, I say, I understand your situation. How about if we do a lease back? And that way you can have a couple months to find another place. So it becomes a win-win situation. How does that sound?
Perfect. Leaseback options, right? That's another one. Who else?
I'll go. So a couple different things. Finding something to buy first, getting that offer accepted, then selling, giving them all of the options that are available that they can do, and also being a lifestyle consultant and help them rediscover what it is that they really want to do and where they want to go.
I like that last one. Lifestyle consultant, right? Really drilling down what's important to them. Guys, this is also a great place to look at bridge loans. Right? So if you need a bridge loan person, Mark Mayman at Freedom Mortgage, I've worked with him, is amazing. So who else? Next.
We also talked about leasebacks, but also for a longer period of time so they wouldn't have a lot of pressure. So we did up to a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about what would be on their bucket list. And if they didn't sell now and they sold in 3 to 5 years and the house is worth less, would that make a difference to their financial future? And looked at the pros and cons for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Perfect. Longer leasebacks.
How can you do a longer lease back if they're financing it?
You close and they do a post-possession agreement.
No, but the lender only allows 60 days, at least here in Virginia. I'm sure.
Every lender is different. It's all based on Fannie and Freddie Mac guidelines. And I would encourage you to reach out to more than one lender. There are mortgage brokers, there are direct lenders, there are also like the big box banks, and there's portfolio lenders. So different people have different guidelines. So if you go to like a local bank that's portfolioing the loan, they're going to have a lot more flexible guidelines than somebody that's like a Chase or a Bank of America.
But Chirag, isn't she saying, yeah, but at the lease back, even though it's 60 days, you close?
Yeah, they close.
You close and then, so the mortgage isn't involved after that. You close and then
no,
you leave.
maybe it's different here, but in Virginia, the lender will actually come and check. I've heard several stories where the buyers actually got in trouble because they had not moved into the home within.
Yes, because they're financing it as a primary residence. So look, the moral of the story is reach out to the different types of lenders. Don't do anything sketchy, illegal, or shady. Don't recommend anything like this to your buyers, because the last thing you need is saying, well, my real estate agent said I could do this. So don't. Check and work within it. I'm very well aware of, especially with FHA loans, they do go back and check to make sure that they're not doing them for rental properties. But I also do know there's different types of lenders. So look, this was really great today. Thank you guys all for participating. Rachel and I will work together based on everyone's feedback and come up with a more permanent structure, right? Where we'll put the question in the beginning, we'll break out into the rooms, where we'll break out immediately for 15 minutes, and then we could have a 15-minute discussion. Would everyone like that format?
Yes.
And if there's a script for the objection, we'll have it. We'll post it in the chat right when we get here in the beginning. All right, sounds good.
Maybe do the script after, so we can try to figure out objection on our own, and then you can give us the magic answer.
Ah, look at this. You just climbed to the top of my list. That's good. Okay, fair enough. So we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Our agent talk tomorrow is going to be great. It's going to be talking about what's working in real estate, right? So we have 3 great agents that are going to share what's working in their business, so you guys can do it too. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.